What's up, YouTube? This is Ultra Rye, and today I just want to go over what you can do as a beginner when you knock your opponent down and what your options are. Now, this is not going to cover every single thing because this is a beginner guide and this is just something that can get you started. A lot of people don't really understand how to deal with someone when they're on the ground and they're standing up. So I'm going to give you a couple options that you can use, and then you can just mix them up and you can learn from there, right? Understand that just defense does make options for your opponent a lot better, but I don't want to go in depth about every single thing on Wake Up because we're going to be here for a long time. But you just get into the game, you knock your opponent down and you don't know what to do. This is the video for you. The first thing you need to know is your opponent can roll on Wake Up. They can roll forward long, forward short, backwards long, and backwards short. But you can prevent this. If you hit them with a super move, they cannot roll. If you hit them with an EX move, they cannot roll. And if you throw them, they cannot roll. So in those situations, you don't have to worry about your opponent rolling. So sometimes it's going to be worth it to end your combo early, just so you don't have to play the Wake Up game. Another thing to know is that I have Preachers set to forward and then hit a button. If they roll, they can get thrown, right? If they roll, they are no longer invincible to throws. If you do a normal Wake Up, you can't throw them right away because the game prevents you from doing that. But if they roll, it takes that property away and then you can throw them. Let me show you without the roll just to prove it. If I go up to throw, I'm going to get wild punished every single time. So if they roll, you can throw them on Wake Up. If they don't roll, then you can't throw them on Wake Up. But you can delay your roll, right? And I'm going to show you how you can get them to, block on Wake Up. So there's this thing called a meaty attack, and since I'm not going to go into whole detail about meaty attack, but just know that since you are moving first, you can always throw a button out first, right? Which means that if Preacher wakes up and hits a button, I can always get a counter hit every single time because I move first. No matter how fast my move comes out, I can always get a counter hit if Preacher hits a button. So that's one thing you need to learn. You need to learn how to meaty, specifically with a button that you can, make safe on block, just in case they block it. And then, if you do hit them, you get huge damage because you know your combos. Okay, so now they're like, okay, this person is rushing and meatying me, and they're going to try two things, right? They're going to try reversal DP. So you just meaty them and you've been meatying them. And now they're like, you know what? This person's going to run up and hit a button. So I'm going to do an invincible DP. And it's going to beat my meaty every single time because it's invincible, right? Light DPs are invincible in this game. And that's what they're there for. They're invincible from the first frame. So there's nothing I can do to win this interaction. But if I think they're going to DP, I'm going to run up and then I'm going to block, right? I'm going to run up and then I'm going to walk backwards and then I'm going to punish them for it because they can't break a light DP. So if they wake up with a light DP, they are 100% committed. They can't break it, right? And then they land and you hit them with your most devastating combo. All right, so you punish your opponents when they wake up, punch you, and then you block their DP. And now they're like, you know what? Finally, I'm not going to hit a button anymore because this person keeps punishing me. And this is when you can hit him with that delayed throw, right? You can hit with that delayed throw, and maybe your character, has a command throw, so you can get huge damage from it. All right. Another thing you can do is when your opponent is going to hit a button on Wake Up, right? Instead of just meatying them, you can back up let it whiff, and then get a wild punish for huge damage, right? So you run in, you back out of the range, they hit a button, and then you get a wild punish and you get huge damage. So the last option that I want to go over is doing a hop over their attack when they wake up and then punishing them for huge damage, right? This works. This beats if they wake up, do a throw. If they wake up, hit a button. And all that good stuff. Now, obviously, if they go to DP, depending on the DP, you're going to get punished for it. So to review, if you think your opponent is going to hit a button, right? You can go up in medium. You can back out of range and get a wild punish. Or, you can do a hop attack over it. If you think they're going to DP, block the DP and then punish them for it. And if you think that they're going to block, delay your throw and throw them. So those three options are good foundation for beginners, right? And just make sure that you're mixing up your options and stuff like that. And if you're doing the same thing and your opponent keeps blocking it, do something different. Especially if you like a command throw you can combo off of. Once you get them to block, you can get pretty good damage off of a command throw. So I hope this video is going to help you beginners out. I know if you're an advanced player, you probably know all this stuff. I appreciate the support y'all have been giving me, and have a fantastic day.